Welcome back to Living in Folsom, CA, everybody. Today I am at a special location. Crawdads on the Lake is finally open. We've all been waiting for it. And our guest is none other than the owner of Crawdads on the Lake, Trevor Shults. Trevor, thank you for inviting me here.
Awesome, thanks for coming.
I've been looking forward to this day. This location has been on people's minds, both good and bad ways, for a while.
Yeah.
There's the negative part of that location is people, man, what's going to happen like the old Cliff House? Is someone going to do something with it? For a long time, people are like, what's going to happen with it? And then you come to the rescue and turn it into an amazing establishment here. So let's go ahead and start with some questions here. So Trevor, what made you decide that you were going to open a restaurant here?
So I've always been a fan of the Cliff House location. I mean, you can't beat this amazing view. I've always loved Folsom as a community. I grew up in the area and I frequented this restaurant a lot with my family, and it held a special spot in my heart. So when it became available, I was looking for a project at the time. I didn't realize it was going to be so immense and so large of a project, but it was an opportunity I just couldn't pass up. I mean, the space, in my opinion, is one of the best in the area, and I just couldn't say no to it.
Well, it sounds like it was kismet because it was perfect timing.
Yes,
and
it was.
And we're all grateful that you've done this, because the view, it's the best view in town for any eating establishment, and to have this place go sitting here wasted is just a shame, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I do have a question. A more personal question is that your family has a connection to the original establishment, Tasha's, right?
So not mine. Well, so my wife's aunt Judy, was a server at Tasha's, and then my wife was baptized just down the street at the church off of Mormon, and then her baptism party was at Tasha's. So that was really neat. And then as we're talking, everybody had so many awesome stories to tell us. Turned out my business partner Todd, his sister Tasha, was named while his dad Roger and his mom were here at Tasha's. And there's such a really cool connection with the space.
It seems to me it was destiny. Yeah. You were supposed to open this restaurant here.
Yeah, probably was.
Well, there's a question out there, and this is for everyone out there in Folsom who's had this question in their mind, or saw someone post this question and now they have the question in their head.
Yeah.
Let's put it to rest, okay? A dock on the lake for paddle boarders and kayakers to come up here to enjoy your restaurant.
So wouldn't I love that? Unfortunately, I can't do that. They have a river district plan that's coming in mind that maybe the city will incorporate that into. Heck, you never know, but that's something that's way out of my league at the moment.
Exactly. I wanted them to hear it from you.
Yeah. I wish I could.
All right. And now you had some great success with Crawdads on the River in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
What made Crawdads on the River so special?
So Crawdads on the River is an iconic location. It's been there since 1986. I'm obviously not the original owner, but I bought it from the 𝐅𝐸Zs, who ran an amazing establishment for years. I mean, we're talking decades. It's had 3 generations of people come in and out of there and just have such fond memories. It's a waterfront location similar to this. Now, we are a floating boat, so we do float on the water. So we have a dock so you can pull up by boat, which is always a unique thing. The Sacramento River doesn't have a lot of establishments where you can do that. Of course, the connection with the water is it's just great. And so I've had it now 12 years. And so what we did is we took a similar kind of approach as we took here. I mean, the establishment had been around since '86, and it had a lot of great days in there, and we just gave it a little TLC and modernized it up a little bit. Brought it up to a new interior design element, added more of a stage to it, and brought in some new live music, changed and vamped the menu to kind of incorporate some new modern twists with today's market, and then open the space up, right? And so it was in the 80s and 90s, and it was very common to have spaces where you didn't have wide open spaces, right? Things were a little more quiet back then. Carpet and low lights and candle lit, and everything on the water had a porthole window and, you know, a triangle window. And that was just the way it was, you know? So, I mean, now, you know, we freshened the space up down there to similar to we did here. You know, we incorporated a lot of natural elements with barn wood and put a bunch of roll-up garage doors and an indoor-outdoor bar feel and, you know, kept all the stuff that made Crawdads awesome and then just stepped it up a notch. And so we've had a lot of success with it, and it's been just it's been very nice down there.
Very good. So you've taken what you've changed and improved over there and starting with a blank slate here doing that, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I asked. Is that what made that place special you're bringing here?
Yes.
And so and I love how this looks. I love the deck. I love the inside. I love the corrugated sheet metal. Like it gives this like this chill vibe.
Yeah.
Right? Like just a place to hang out, have a good time with your buds, enjoy the view, and just get some drinks with your buddies, whatever, listen to good music. And you're going to have live music. You have a lot of bands already lined up, ready to go.
Yeah. So we like you said, we are not carbon copying, but essentially bringing the aspects of the river that we know worked very well and bringing them up here. So we do live music there every Saturday, Sunday, 2 to 5 on the water. And those are all free shows, just like they will be here. First come, first serve. You don't buy tickets for that. You just show up and hopefully you can grab a table. We don't take reservations. And you come in and you listen to the music. And yes, Lance Cromwell, who's opening up this weekend, and Madison Hudson are always favorites down on the water. We've done a lot of bands that are playing on the river will play up here. Nice. We are also fortunate that we are getting a lot of touring acts that are very interested in this new space.
All right.
And so this Saturday we have Boomtown Saints in. They're in from South Carolina. You know, they're a really good country band, and they're playing. They'll be our first night show from 9 to 11:30. But we only do a couple night shows a month.
Yeah.
You know, our goal is to be out here and enjoy this view. You know, be like how we are right now in the sun.
Yep.
You know, so we like to do most of our business during the day and try to close by 10 o'clock. But when we do these night shows, we do them from 9 to 11:30, and then we hope to have everybody out of here by midnight, and then hopefully they'll go down to Sutter Street and continue to have a good time and patronize all the businesses in the area.
All right, very good. And that's a great way to help the Folsom community.
Yeah.
Is being an establishment that brings people here and brings business to everybody else too, not just yourself.
Yeah.
People have just been waiting for something to happen here, and now they have it. I do have one more on-spot type of question. Yeah. The parking situation. That's something people talk about, they complain about. Well, what's going to happen to the parking and all that? Well, you have some things going on that could help with that a little bit.
Yeah.
First of all, do you know how many parking spaces there are out there?
Yeah, so after the renovations, we only have a total of 110 parking spaces. Okay. That includes the lot on the back side where we added 7 more parking spaces there. We added 4 more up front. And then, of course, we added another 10 bicycle parking spaces. Nice. So 110 total spots. You know, so everybody comes forward at a time in a car, and we're good. So everybody carpool. But again, you know, the idea would be to come with your friends and family, especially on the weekends. I understand if you're out having a business lunch, you're probably going to show up solo or maybe pick up, you know, somebody that you're meeting. But on the weekends, try to come in groups. You know, it'll really help with the parking situation. But that's, you know, we understand that that's not going to be everybody's choice. We encourage people to Uber, right? Downtown, in downtown Sacramento, obviously everyone Ubers. Now we are up here in Folsom, and it is busy, you know, and I know we're in a community where a lot of people tend to drive and not use Uber, but, you know, I expect you guys all to come have a good time, and we probably should Uber, you know, because, you know, that's a safe way to do it. But then we've also teamed up with the historic Folsom Shuttle guys, James and Ron, and they are going to be doing the shuttle service, the GEM shuttles from the historic Folsom Garage over Rainbow Bridge. So they'll be able to get back and forth from Sutter Street and the Folsom Garage, as well as we've made an agreement with another local business person in the area that has a parking lot to do valet parking. So we'll be able to valet your cars across the street, run them back and forth, and yeah, that should hopefully alleviate some of the parking concerns.
All right, very good. It sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
All right, Trevor, you're going to show us around, right?
Yeah, I'll show you the place.
All right.
Welcome. Yeah, the new Crawdads on the lake. So for those of you that remember the Cliff House, you'll notice it looks a lot different. So we've expanded out the area. This is obviously now our hostess stand. I had my guy Austin Landry make these amazing lights. Welded them up. Thought they turned out pretty nice.
Oh yeah, they look good.
So this is the new space, which was formerly the Cliff House dining room. So you can see that we've lifted all of the beams, elevated the ceiling height, and made room for our new big central bar. So you can now sit on the inside and the outside of the bar. We've put in all of these nice giant garage doors.
That's some great air circulation in here.
Yeah, we got lots of fans. Right here, Daniel Murphy, local artist in the area. He made the original alligator that's down on the river. It's been there 20 years. Now he made his girlfriend, long lost girlfriend, Allie the Gator.
Oh wow.
So yeah, here's the space. We put these big giant gas strut windows in so that you can sit on the other side of the bar. We have misters. We have sunshades. Our frozen concoctions are over there. Our Mardi Gras, our frozen lemonade, frozen white linen, frosé, frozen Aperol Spritz. This is our dining room during the day, and then of course our band stage. With our signature Crawdads logo behind it. Additional dining space can also serve as a banquet room. Should hopefully be able to do anywhere between 40 to 80 people inside and outside. Probably one of the only spaces in the area where you'll actually get your own private patio. Definitely the only one where you're gonna see Rainbow Bridge.
Nice.
So yeah, you could get this patio as well as an interior space for private banquets, whether you're celebrating an anniversary, maybe a small wedding, baby shower, birthday, retirement party.
Oh yeah, it's so beautiful out here.
Yeah, can't beat the view. And then of course the rest of the patio. And then here's the other side of that bar. One of the best seats in the house, can't beat that. You got your bartender to serve you, get food and drinks. Outside, enjoy the great outdoors.
Kind of reminds me of a beach hut.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Trevor, I noticed you have this Band-Aid on your finger. Are you trying to do your own cooking in the kitchen over here?
So as a restaurant owner, you have to do just about everything. You wear about every hat, you know? And so no, I wasn't in the kitchen cooking, although it has happened. I was fixing a slushy machine and, you know, it got the best of me.
All right. Well, Trevor, thank you so much for allowing me to sit here and interview you.
Yeah, perfect. I'm so happy you had me on the show.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Remember, a house is not a home until it's full of fart. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it.